If you scroll away from this video, you'll miss the most insane success story of 2024. And trust me, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. A 19-year-old college dropout just bought his childhood bully's father's company for $47 million. In cash. The same kid who was told he'd never amount to anything now owns the business that fired his own mother. But here's the part that'll break your brain. He didn't inherit money. He didn't get lucky with crypto. He didn't even finish high school. He discovered a loophole in human psychology that's so simple, yet so powerful, that it's basically legal mind control. And the craziest part? He's not even trying to hide it. He's literally showing everyone exactly how he did it. But nobody's paying attention because they think it's too good to be true. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to reveal his entire system. But I'm warning you right now, this will either completely change your life or make you realize you've been living in a mental prison your entire existence. The choice is yours. But once you hear this story, you can never unhear it. And you'll either take action, or spend the rest of your life wondering, what if? Let me introduce you to Tyler Brooks. But first, let me paint you a picture of what his life looked like just 18 months ago. Picture this. It's 3 a.m. on a Tuesday night in Detroit. While other 18-year-olds are partying or sleeping, Tyler is sitting in his bedroom, which is actually just a converted garage with no heating, staring at a laptop screen that's held together with duct tape. But here's what makes Tyler's story different from every other underdog tale you've heard. Tyler wasn't just poor. He was systematically destroyed by the system from day one. Born to a single mother who worked 3 jobs just to keep food on the table. No father figure. Living in the worst neighborhood in Detroit where gunshots were more common than alarm clocks. But the psychological damage was worse than the poverty. You see, Tyler had a learning disability that made traditional school impossible. He couldn't read until he was 12. Teachers called him mentally challenged. Other kids called him stupid. His own family started believing he was destined for failure. At 16, Tyler dropped out of high school. Not because he was rebellious or lazy, but because he literally couldn't keep up. The school counselor told his mother, "Some kids just aren't meant for success. Tyler should focus on finding a simple job." By 18, Tyler had been rejected from 47 different jobs. Fast food restaurants, retail stores, even a gas station told him he wasn't qualified to work there. But here's where the story takes a turn that'll mess with your head. Tyler's mother, Lisa, worked as a receptionist at a successful marketing company called Pinnacle Solutions. She'd been there for 8 years, never missing a day, always staying late, always going above and beyond. One day, the company decided to restructure. Lisa was fired via email. No explanation. No severance. 8 years of loyalty meant nothing. That night, Tyler watched his mother cry for the first time in his life. And something inside him snapped. Not in an angry way. Not in a violent way. But in a way that would change everything. Tyler made a decision that night. I'm going to buy that company. And I'm going to fire every single person who was involved in firing my mom. His mother looked at him with tears in her eyes and said, "Tyler, honey, you can't even get a job at McDonald's. How are you going to buy a company?" Tyler's response would haunt him for the next 18 months. "I don't know yet. But I'm going to figure it out." Most people would have called Tyler delusional. Most people would have told him to be realistic. But Tyler had discovered something that 99% of people never understand about success. Desperation is the ultimate motivator. When you have nothing left to lose, you stop making excuses and start making moves. Tyler spent the next 3 weeks obsessively researching Pinnacle Solutions. He studied their clients, their marketing strategies, their weaknesses. He analyzed their social media, their website, their employee reviews. And that's when he discovered something that would make him rich. Pinnacle Solutions was successful, but they were stuck in 2015. Their marketing strategies were outdated. Their client retention rate was terrible. Their employees were miserable. But Tyler saw something that the company owners couldn't see, an opportunity. Tyler realized that he didn't need to compete with Pinnacle Solutions. He needed to replace them. Here's what Tyler did next, and this is where it gets crazy. With no money, no connections, and no formal education, Tyler decided to start his own marketing agency. But not just any agency. He was going to create the agency that would steal all of Pinnacle's clients. Tyler's first challenge: he had zero marketing experience. His solution: he spent 16 hours a day for 2 months learning everything about digital marketing. YouTube videos, free courses, library books, podcasts. He absorbed information like a sponge. But here's the genius part: Tyler didn't try to learn everything about marketing. He focused on one thing: understanding what Pinnacle's clients really wanted. Tyler's second challenge: he had no money for advertising or fancy websites. His solution: he created what he called the proof-first strategy. Instead of trying to convince people to hire him, Tyler would do the work first, then ask for payment. He would study a company's marketing, create a better strategy, implement it for free, and only ask for money after he delivered results. Most people told Tyler he was crazy. "You can't work for free," they said. "People won't respect you if you don't charge up front." But Tyler understood something about human psychology that most people miss. People don't buy products or services. They buy results. Tyler's third challenge: he had no credibility or reputation. His solution: he targeted Pinnacle Solutions' most frustrated clients. Tyler would research companies that had recently left Pinnacle or were complaining about their services online. Then he would reach out with a simple message: "I noticed you're not happy with your current marketing results. I can fix that in 30 days. No upfront cost. If I don't deliver results, you pay nothing. If I do deliver results, you pay me half of what your current agency charges." The response was immediate. Tyler's first client was a small restaurant that had been paying Pinnacle $3,000 per month for marketing that wasn't working. Tyler studied their business for a week, then created a social media strategy that increased their sales by 40% in the first month. The restaurant owner was so impressed that he not only paid Tyler $1,500 per month, but he also referred Tyler to 5 other businesses. Within 3 months, Tyler had 12 clients paying him an average of $2,000 per month. He was making $24,000 per month. More money than his mother had ever made in her entire life. But Tyler wasn't satisfied with just being successful. He wanted to prove a point. Tyler's master plan was simple: steal every single client from Pinnacle Solutions, then buy the company with the money he made from their own clients. It sounds impossible, but Tyler had discovered something that most people never realize. Every business has weaknesses. And if you can solve those weaknesses better than they can, you can replace them entirely. For the next 12 months, Tyler systematically approached every single Pinnacle client. His pitch was always the same: "I can deliver better results for half the price. And I'll prove it before you pay me a penny." One by one, Pinnacle's clients started switching to Tyler's agency. Month 6, Tyler had 25 clients making $50,000 per month. Month 9, Tyler had 40 clients making $80,000 per month. Month 12, Tyler had 60 clients making $120,000 per month. But the real breakthrough came when Tyler realized he wasn't just running an agency anymore. He was running a system. Tyler had created what he called the replacement protocol, a step-by-step process for identifying any company's weaknesses and building a better alternative. The protocol worked like this. Step 1. Find a successful company in any industry. Step 2. Study their clients' complaints and frustrations. Step 3. Create a solution that addresses those specific problems. Step 4. Offer the solution with zero risk to the client. Step 5. Use the results to attract more clients. Step 6. Scale the system until you dominate the market. Tyler tested this protocol in different industries: marketing agencies, web design companies, consulting firms. It worked every single time. But the ultimate test came when Tyler decided to approach Pinnacle Solutions directly. By month 15, Pinnacle had lost 80% of their clients to Tyler's agency. They were struggling to pay their bills. Their employees were quitting. The company was on the verge of bankruptcy. That's when Tyler made his move. Tyler reached out to Pinnacle's owners with an offer: "I'll buy your company for $47 million cash. Take it or leave it." The owners laughed. "Kid, you're 19 years old. You don't have $47 million. Tyler's response: Check your bank account tomorrow morning. The next day, Tyler's lawyer delivered a certified check for $47 million. The money came from Tyler's agency, which was now generating $200,000 per month in profit, plus investments from clients who believed in Tyler's vision. On December 15, 2023, Tyler Brooks became the owner of Pinnacle Solutions, the same company that had fired his mother. Tyler's first action as owner? He fired every single person who had been involved in his mother's termination. His second action? He hired his mother as the new CEO. But here's what this story is really about. It's not about Tyler getting revenge. It's not about Tyler getting rich. It's about Tyler discovering a universal principle that can transform any area of your life. Tyler realized that success isn't about having advantages. It's about finding disadvantages in the system and turning them into opportunities. While everyone else was trying to compete within the existing rules, Tyler was rewriting the rules entirely. Tyler discovered what I call the replacement mindset. Instead of trying to be better than your competition, you make your competition irrelevant. But the most important lesson Tyler learned wasn't about business. It was about identity. For 18 years, Tyler believed he was a failure because that's what everyone told him. Teachers, employers, society, they all convinced him that he wasn't smart enough, capable enough, or worthy enough for success. But Tyler discovered something that changed everything. Other people's opinions about you are not facts. They're just opinions. The moment Tyler stopped believing what other people said about him and started believing what he chose to believe about himself, everything changed. Tyler went from seeing himself as a high school dropout with learning disabilities to seeing himself as a problem-solving genius who thinks differently. Same person, same brain, same circumstances, but completely different identity. And here's the psychological truth that most people can't handle. You are not your circumstances. You are not your past. You are not other people's opinions about you. You are the stories you tell yourself about what's possible. Tyler's success came down to 3 principles that separate winners from victims. Principle 1. Problems are disguised opportunities. Tyler didn't see his learning disability as a weakness. He saw it as a different way of processing information that gave him unique perspectives. Principle 2. Desperation is fuel. Tyler used his anger and frustration as motivation instead of letting it destroy him. When you have nothing left to lose, you discover what you're truly capable of. Principle 3. Identity is choice. Tyler chose to see himself as successful before he had any evidence of success. Your identity determines your actions, and your actions determine your results. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Tyler had these same principles available to him for 18 years. The difference wasn't the knowledge. It was the decision to act on it. Right now, you have access to more resources than Tyler ever had. You have the internet. You have online courses. You have mentors and opportunities that Tyler couldn't even dream of. So the question isn't whether success is possible for you. The question is, what story are you telling yourself about why you can't have it? Because I guarantee you, whatever excuse you're making, Tyler had a bigger one. Whatever obstacle you're facing, Tyler faced worse. The difference is simple. Tyler decided that his excuses were not bigger than his dreams. Here's what I want you to do right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now. Take out your phone and answer these 3 questions. What company or person in your field is successful but has obvious weaknesses? What problem can you solve better than anyone else is currently solving it? What identity do you need to adopt to become the person who achieves your biggest goal? Because here's the truth that most people can't handle. 5 years from now, you'll either be living proof that transformation is possible, or you'll be making the same excuses about why it's not. Tyler Brooks didn't have some special gift. He wasn't born with advantages. He didn't have connections or capital. He had what you have right now, a choice. The choice to stay where you are or become who you're meant to be. The choice to let your circumstances define you or to redefine your circumstances. The choice to make excuses or make moves. What's it going to be? Because I promise you this, if a 19-year-old high school dropout with learning disabilities can buy his bully's father's company for $47 million, then whatever dream you have is not only possible, it's inevitable. If you make the right choices. Starting today. Starting now. Your transformation begins with a single decision. Make it.